Today, the United States Senate voted on and passed my resolution to overturn the EPA's waiver for California's Advanced Clean Trucks Act. First of all, I'd like to thank my friend and colleague, Chairman Capito, for her strong leadership and work on this very important issue. This heavy-handed regulation imposes unrealistic emissions requirements for heavy-duty trucks and heavy-duty diesel engines. This government mandate handed down to vehicle manufacturers demand that they sell zero-emission trucks at an increased rate from 2024 to 2035. We aren't under any illusions as to what this means. We know that the goal is to effectively end the sale of internal combustion engines. Now, I'm not here today to disparage electric vehicles, and I'm certainly not here to discourage the manufacturing and the purchasing of EVs either. What I am concerned about is the federal government dictating which cars and which trucks are acceptable and which are not. If Americans want to drive an electric or a hybrid car, that's fine. However, the government should not pick winners and losers in the vehicle marketplace. Mr. President, I believe in the power of America's free markets, and I believe we should allow the markets to determine the viability of clean trucks. Here's the truth. This California waiver and subsequent regulation is simply not based in reality, and it would have had a real-world consequence on us. By requiring truckers to meet California's standards, even while working outside of the state, operator costs increase, fleet upgrades would be impacted, and interstate commerce would be disrupted, and American consumers would bear the brunt of increased costs. Hardworking families are already dealing with the high cost of everyday goods and services, and they cannot afford this regulation. Let me be clear. This action is necessary to stop one state from dictating emission policies for the entire country. Prior to this waiver being granted, California's own Air Resources Board readily admitted this action would extend beyond its own state borders, and several states have already followed suit. I'd also like to address the eligibility of Congress disapproving rules. A few weeks ago, I questioned the Government Accountability Office comptroller during an appropriations subcommittee hearing. The comptroller explicitly stated that GAO's role is just an advisory one, and that it is up to us, it is up to Congress to determine what constitutes a rule. Again, let me be clear. We are reclaiming our congressional authority under the Congressional Review Act. I am proud that this body passed my resolution, which is a common sense step to keep government overreach at bay, protect consumers, and support America's free markets. With the passage of the House version of this resolution, and now with the passage of the Senate's version today, it will head to the President's desk to be signed into law. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.